Hello again, everyone. This is VTU Business Portal software, and in this video, we'll be showing how we can integrate Vtpass API electricity into your VTU Business Portal software or web application or solution. Anyone you want to pick. So I'm just going to click on API here. I'm going to click on. I've already done it, but I'm just going to take us through it so that you don't waste much of our time. So if you feel you don't get anything, just copy whatever you see here and paste it. But please, always you will need to change some of the things in this area. Like I said about that in the previous codes. So what we're gonna do is that we're still gonna do some write up on this so that we can understand very well what you need to do for each of the APIs um, that comes our way. So, like we've always done, name it VT pass, then we grab this from them because that is the central they are using. I'm just going to use IKEDC as an example. Ikeja Electricity API Distribution Company as an example. So you get so now we have the authentication as we always done. Check our first video about the API, about the Ethereum API for Vtpass to be able to generate that. So then we have the meter verification. This meter verification we will not go through it because we already have our own meter verification here, and we can verify the meters. You understand? So that's the way we can verify the meter. Though it's a bit limited in the sense that some some services might be missing, but we are going to add them up as soon as we get them. So you might need to check our sites for updates or just subscribe to our channels for updates on this. Subscribe to our channel for updates. So right now so I'm just gonna go to the purchase area where you have grabbed the API already. So we've grabbed the service ID also. So before we go ahead, we need to get the list of these APIs. We need to get a list of them. Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? Oh, I thought I saw the list earlier. Oh, I didn't see it, right? So, well, it does not matter if we saw the list or not. Hmm? They are individual, so we just need to work with things to be seen here. So it's kind of straightforward. So what we have here is so one is for postpaid and the other is for prepaid. Well, does not really matter which one we tend to use. I'm going to show you why now. So everything we need is here. Now, this one says that we have the electricity. I'm just going to take us back to here. So, like I always say that this is used to configure here. So whatever we've placed here is what we need. So the first and foremost thing I'm going to reiterate is that do not change this part because the first variable you are seeing here is what every first variable do not change them after the comma. Every first variable do not change them, please. Every first variable do not change. Every first variable do not change. Everything I've highlighted do not change them. Why? Because that's what um, this API check is using. That's what the API check is using. You understand? So to send details of verification. Let me give you an example. So electricity bill. Now we have that number. Oh, sorry. Do you know why we have that? It's because I think we don't have anyone activated yet. Do we have one activated? Then why are we not having them working? Sorry, just gonna go back a bit to see how many APIs I have here. Which of them? How many of them is activated? Oh, we have two APIs that are activated. That's why it does not even know which one to pick. So I'm just gonna reload this. Always make sure that you activate only one API, please. So now you can see that we have um choose power company. So I'm just gonna choose the Ikeja for us to just see a sample of what I mean by details. So you can see that it fetched it successfully. It gave us some names, some stuff. Look at this. It don't does not matter. Just leave it that way. What really matters is this, because like I said, some APIs will never return some things, and this API does not even need a lot of things to use. So I'm going back to the Vtpass now. So like I said, this was what the call used to generate the name, of course, the purchase, then the number, then the name. You understand, the customer name. So the next thing to do now is to assign that this service ID somewhere so that the API can recognize it. So we just need to change the third part of it, which is, we have three pipes: one, two, and three. So we have one, two, three, four variables. So the third variable is what we are going to change. So we change the third variable here. We have Ikeja electricity. You understand? So for here too, we have the Ikeja electricity because we have both postpaid and prepaid. So then we leave it that way. Now remember that this third part is what, sorry, this second part is what the user will be seeing when you look at it very well. A code distribution come prepaid. You can see that it's more like a word, it's more like a sentence rather. So you have that, then you have this also, and on like that. Then so now let's now go straight down to where we were talking about before. So we have the request ID. The request ID is already generated by VBP, as we always know. Of course, it's just like an order ID. Then we have the service ID that we already know, which is electric. Then the biller's code, I think we already know that too, which is the um meter number. You understand. Then we have the variation code, which is either the prepaid or the postpaid, which is where this part comes in. So we can either have the prepaid or the postpaid. If you check the Club Connect API, you realize that you have 0101, sorry, 0102, I think. So different APIs have way of identifying either it's postpaid or not. And in fact, some APIs might not even make use of this at all. They might not make use of this at all to identify their they might not even identify, be able to make use of it at all to identify their postpaid or prepaid. So you understand? So that's that. So having said that, I'm just gonna go straight here so that show us. So the version code is the meter type, as you have seen here. Oh, there's a double a double square bracket here. I'm just gonna remove one. Sorry about that. Or else you'll be having errors. In fact, a lot of errors, loads of errors. In fact, loads of errors. So we have that. It's very that we are doing it. We are making this video because we know that it's very kind of is a bit technical, creating or adapting the APIs. You understand? It's a bit technical. So now we have the transaction ID from the back end. Like I said, we will need to list out these things on our site so that you can work with them. You understand? So that you can work with them, you can know which is which, you can know what is being returned or what is being replaced or what is being fixed. So now the API amount is always static, is always like that. Then the meter number is always like that. Then yeah, the service ID, which will give us um Ikeja electricity, you understand? So that's the service. That's what the service would be. Then I think that's all. Then you have to put in, remember to always put in your this equals to is there. Oh. So you need to put it. So you don't think maybe the equal to is not necessary, because when you look at what we generated here, you realize that the equals to is there. So please always put it, or else you're gonna get errors. So I think we have that now. Then you can just click on save. So make sure that you check for the appropriate electricity service ID to be able to know what is what or which is which. So like now this one says eco electricity. So just copy that and place it here. You know, we have two echoes here now. We have the prepaid and we have the post. So remove the 14. Of course, I said it will be placed on the third part on the third place. So always put it there like that, that way. So and that way you are good to go. You understand? So now we are done with the electricity also. If you have any questions, kindly contact us or drop a comment below, and please subscribe to always get new updates because we are going to be updating a lot of things, you know, especially including on the front end and on the back end. So we are going to be updating a lot of things, increase. So you won't want to miss out on the updates. We'll be sharing some tips and tricks on how you can make most use of this software. You understand? So um, right now I'm gonna be rounding up. So thank you very much and stay tuned.